Hello friends. Conditional execution of commands and expressions is the capability offered by an scripting language. Conditional execution means a command or code is executed only if specific condition is true or false. If statement is one of such features of PowerShell that supports conditional execution of commands and code. So throughout this section, we will be discussing about if statement like what is if statement in PowerShell, syntax for using if else statement, key points about using if statement, use of ternary operator as simple if else statement, and many more things we will come to know by the end of this section. So let's start. As we can see in flowchart, we can use the if statement to run code blocks if a specified conditional test or expression evaluates to true. We can also specify one or more additional conditional tests to run if all the prior tests evaluate to false. Finally, you can specify an additional code block that is run if no other prior conditional test evaluates to true. This is the syntax of if statement. When you run an if statement, PowerShell evaluates the test1 conditional expression as true or false. If test1 is true, statement list 1 is executed and PowerShell exits the if statement. If test1 is false, PowerShell evaluates the condition specified by test2 conditional statement. If test2 is true, statement list 2 is executed and PowerShell exits the if statement. If both test1 and test2 evaluate to false, the statement list 3 is executed and PowerShell exits the if statement. Let's discuss some key points that we should be aware of when using if statement. An if statement can have 0 or 1 else statement and it must come in last. Please make a note 0 or 1 only. As we can see in example 1, we have the simplest form of if statement. We are not using any else statement. Means a statement is executed only when a condition is true, but there is no provision for handling if condition is false. In second example, we have made a provision for handling false condition as well by adding the else statement. Now if our member is greater than 10, then we will get a message that the value this is greater than 10. Else we will get a message that the value this is less than or equal to 10. Let's see a quick demo. I have written this code beforehand in interest of time. So I am creating a variable number and assigning a value of 16 to 8, and here I am trying to compare this number with 10 and I am evaluating like if this condition is true, then execute this code. Fine. So obviously we can see like visually, yes, this number is greater than 10, and if we try to run this code, let's see what we get, and we are getting that value 16 is greater than 10, obviously because our condition was true. And if we try to run the second example where we are using else statement as well, so let me see what we get. We are getting like the value 8 is less than or equal to 10. Fine, because our condition was false, and because it was false, so this code is getting executed. An if statement can have 0, 1 or many else if statements, and they must come before the else statement. We can use multiple else if statement to make a chain of conditional tests so that each test is run only if all the previous tests are false. If you need to create an if statement that contains many else if statements, it is better to use switch statement instead. In case you are not aware about switch statement, don't worry, we will be discussing switch statement in details in coming videos. In third example, we are not using any else if statement because we are not evaluating any additional condition. But in fourth example, we are using one else if statement because we are evaluating an additional condition. Now let's see a quick demo. Again, I have written this code beforehand just for sake of time. So again, I'm creating a variable and assigning a value to it as 16, and I'm using if statement to evaluate a condition. If my condition is true, run this code. If it is false, run this code. But if you can notice, I'm not using any else if statement in this because I'm not evaluating any additional condition. So what if I run this code? So let me first clear the console and let me run this code, and I'm getting the value is greater than 10 obviously, and my first condition is getting true, and my this code is getting run. In second example, I am using one else if statement. Fine, because I am just evaluating one additional condition. One condition I am evaluating here, and second condition I am evaluating here, right? So let me try to run this code. If I run this code, number is greater than 10. Yes, obviously, because we were using number as 16 and it is greater than 10 obviously. PowerShell 7 introduced a new if statement syntax using the ternary operator. We can see in syntax in the slide itself. The ternary operator behaves like the simplified else if statement. Means we cannot evaluate multiple conditions like we can do in normal if else if statement. The condition expression is evaluated and the result is converted to a boolean value, means true or false, to determine which branch should be evaluated next. The if true expression is executed if the condition expression is true. The if false expression is executed if the condition expression is false. Benefit of using this new syntax is that we can use if statement in a single line, so it can easily be used in command cell. But limitation of using this new syntax is that we cannot use multiple conditions for evaluation like we could use in normal if else statement. In this screenshot, we can see the use of new if statement using ternary operator in PowerShell 7. We have two simple examples in this screenshot. In case you are not aware about how to deploy PowerShell 7, you can refer previous videos of this series. Now, this is something new that we are going to include in every video now onwards, because I was getting feedback from learners that it would be good if they can get some practice stuff. So here it comes. Practice bites. I have two labs that you need to solve. You can write your solutions in comment box. I will come with solution in video of series demo and practice. Also, I will write these questions and solutions in description as well. Labs are: check if service Windows update is running or stopped in your system. Stop it if it is already running, and start it if it is already stopped. Please note, return this service to its original state after this exercise, right? Our second lab is check if folder Windows exists or not in C drive. If it exists, then write folder exists, and if it doesn't exist, then write a message on console folder does not exist, right? So hint for this lab is you can refer the video from my previous series, and you can refer the previous videos of this series. Happy learning. Thank you.